pisses me off, the Xbox 360. How people kept buying that shit even though that shit didn't work. Even though the shit did not work, people kept buying that shit. You know what? You know how the PS3, like, it's the last place right now, you know, behind 360, behind the Wii. And they came out with a slim one. You know, they probably was already, but they came out with a slim one now, because they can make a slim one now. And price drop and, what is it, kind of, it's faster or some shit, but it doesn't have backwards compatibility. And, price drop, still got Blu-ray and all that kind of shit. But, seems to me how, PS3 has dropped its price and come out with new things, and, that was like, what, 4 years ago it's been out? Not 4, wait, 2000, I don't fucking know, but it's been out for a while. And, the 360, people kept buying that shit, buying games for it, and then they complain about the ribbing of death and you can't turn your system without the gaming or breaking and shit. Fucking terrible. You know what, if you didn't buy that shit when it first came out and kept on buying that shit, they would have fixed it. They would have tried to fucking fix it, but no. Dumbasses kept buying that shit, going back to the store every fucking time it broke, every time it fucking ribbing of death on them, and it was out of warranty, and went back to the store and bought it again and bought it again. They was making money off that shit, even though it fucking was pointless to buy a fucking... Who buys a ticking time bomb? Who does that shit? They would have fixed it if your dumbasses wouldn't have bought that shit. Kept on repeatedly going back to the store and buying that shit. But no, you kept on buying that shit. It was like, we didn't figure this shit. People still buying this shit. If y'all just start buying a PS3 more, instead of buying the broke-ass piece of shit the 360 is, worst console ever. Seriously. Worst console ever. How do you put out a broken console? How do you do that shit and get away with it? And get away with it. That's what pissed me off right now. They got away with it. People kept buying that shit. Why you keep on buying that shit? Tell me. I know, like, when the PS3, I mean, not PS, but the PS2, had a little disc read era shit, people had tons and tons of games. Why they did that shit? Because, you know, if you buy a game system, you buy like 90 stacks of games and shit on your game library. You're not about to buy a new system. You about to get the same one again, you know. Like all these fucking games. Something got a new one for. Terrible. Like they can't make another one. Like they can't slim it down or fix or make a better looking system or some shit like that. Call it 360.5. Still be 360, but doesn't fucking break on your ass. They could have done that shit. But no. People kept buying that shit and they got away with it. Blame yourself, 360 fans. People that own a 360. Blame your fucking selves for that shit. Terrible. You guys are the reason that it's still like that. They could have fixed it. All these years they could have did something to it. Every fucking time they come out with new 360, like, hey, we got a new 360 coming out here, it's kind of fixed now, you know. It's not like 20% less likely to ribbing of death. And it's like the same shit, they just call it different. They name the chip different. It's still gonna ribbing of death on you. But it's like 90% failure rate. 360 fans, you guys are terrible. You are the reason that you got that shit in your room right now. Ticking time bomb. Tick tock, ribbing of death. Tick tock, ribbing of death. Tick tock, red ring of death. If you didn't buy it in the first place, well, if you stopped buying in the first place and stopped buying games for it, you wouldn't be in this position, but now you are. Because you bought the shitty ass console. Tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm fucking right. I know I'm fucking right. How much is this fucking 120 gigabyte hard drive? Like what? $100 and shit like that? Prices are fucking terrible. They charge all that shit. The wireless adapter, that's like $100. They charge way too much shit for pointless shit that could be like $20 and shit like that. And they still got this shitty ass console that they could fix, but they don't fix. Cause what's the point? What's the point of wasting the money putting out a new console when people are dumbasses still buying the old console? Like it's fixed. Blame yourselves, 360 fans. Blame yourselves. Like I was saying with the PS2, you got all these stacks of games. You're not gonna buy an Xbox, no. PS2, Xbox, you can't really compare them to, or the GameCube. PS2 is in a league of its own, you know what I'm saying? It has so many fucking games. No, the best console ever. Seriously, the PS2 had everything for everybody. You had the GTA for the grown-ups, you know, it had the Kingdom Hearts for the teens, you had Madden for the sports fans. I'm just naming shit off my ass and shit like that. But PS2, like the biggest library ever of games, PS2 was a fucking beast. You can't say it was not the best console ever. Come on, tell me what game. Tell me who hates the PS2. Trailer was fucking perfect. Only thing I didn't like was memory card. Cause I was coming off the N64 era. I was used to, you know, most of the games having like built-in memory on the console, on the cartridge. Yeah, cartridge, and now I got my memory cards now. Same with the GameCube. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? First I got a GameCube, I was like, how do you save? Like, memory card. This is the PS1? I was like, yeah, I gotta buy a memory card now. Now I'm in the memory card era now. Now people got built-in memory now. It's plenty fucking trash me with memory card last generation, and doing this bullshit this generation. Fucking disgusting. More money from you, huh? From me to you. But anyway, you Xbox fans, you're the reason it's like that. Blame yourselves for not going with the PS3 and making 360 change it. You should have made him change it. You know, you guys have the power. You have the money in your pockets to buy one or not. You made the decision to buy one. Now look at you now. Look at you now. Ticking time bomb upstairs. And people have been like through what 3 or 4 360s. That's terrible. They put out a shitty console. You people still buy one. Still buy it. Also, that fucking you can't put a disc in there and it breaks if you turn it thing. That they can fix that. There's no reason that was even a part of 360. They put that out and they ain't give a fuck about that shit. What console do you know breaks games while game is in there? That makes no sense. They can fix that shit. They don't want to, cause you're still buying that shit. You dumbass. You fucking dumbass. That should be in the back of the console. Bullet point. Bullet point. Hey, don't do this shit. And when you buy one, they had like a sticker saying you should not move this console with a game inside. Why don't you fix it instead of just warning us? That's terrible. You can't move your console without having it. And don't give me that shit like I don't move my console a lot. Okay, a lot of people don't move their console a lot, but still, the point that it can break, that it can scratch up a disc and shit. Terrible. And that's what pisses me off.